Trust me, we have all been there. Store sales are lagging, team morale is at an all-time low, and it has nothing to do with you, right? Well, no. You might actually be facing the 5 dysfunctions of a team without even realising it. In the next 10 minutes or so, I will reveal these hidden pitfalls and show you how to transform your retail team into a cohesive, high-performing unit. Stay tuned, you cannot afford to miss this. My name is Mark Lack, and I am the host of the Retail 101 online channel, a dedicated resource to learning about all things retail and management. After completing episodes 6 and 7, Unleashing Potential, Your People Are Your Success, parts 1 and 2, I spent a lot of time talking about how to understand and manage your team in a better way. I have had several questions from my viewers to expand on this episode, and so far have created these answers to some of their questions. Workplace dynamics, navigating toxicity with grace. Employee turnover in retail, the hidden costs and how to save your business. And how to fix retail employees' mental health, along with quite a few others. However, another request came in and they asked if I could spend more time on the 5 dysfunctions of a team that I had mentioned briefly in that episode. And it got me thinking. It got me thinking about the fact that this person had already subscribed to the channel and was asking a question for me to answer. Of course, if you want to be able to ask me a question and to keep you functional, what you need to do is subscribe to this channel so that you have all the information you need to be successful. The more people that like, subscribe, comment and ring that bell means that the channel can get its message out to more people. Now, where was I? Yes, the 5 dysfunctions. Well, here's another answer in this episode. Is your team dysfunctional? This 10-minute video will help you. As a manager, your role is crucial in keeping the team functional. Of course, your team is made up of human beings, and there are bound to be some conflicts that do arise. However, if you can keep your eyes and ears open, you will be able to recognise the 5 dysfunctions mentioned here, and then how to ensure your team doesn't fall into the trap. Number 1, the absence of trust. The first and foundational dysfunction of a team is the absence of trust. In this context, trust refers to the confidence among team members that their peers' intentions are good, and that there's no reason to be protective or careful around the group. In teams with an absence of trust, members are unwilling to be vulnerable within the group. They're not open about their mistakes, weaknesses, or needs for help. Instead, they try to hide their shortcomings and appear strong and competent at all times. This lack of vulnerability-based trust leads to energy wasted on defensive behaviours, reluctance to ask for help or provide constructive feedback, and hesitancy to offer help outside one's area of responsibility. There is also a lot of jumping to conclusions about others' intentions without attempting to clarify. To overcome this dysfunction, team members need to make themselves vulnerable to one another and create an environment that doesn't punish vulnerability. Team building exercises, personality and behavioural preference profiles, and shared experiences can all help to build trust. Number 2, a fear of conflict. The second dysfunction stems from the first. Teams that lack trust are incapable of engaging in unfiltered, passionate debate about ideas. Instead, they resort to veiled discussions and guarded moments. In a team that fears conflict, meetings are boring and really lack energy. Important topics that are critical to team success are ignored, and team members don't voice their opinions openly. There's also a reliance on backdoor politics and personal attacks. This dysfunction doesn't mean teams should seek interpersonal conflict, but rather productive ideological conflict. The goal is to create an environment where team members can disagree passionately about issues and decisions that are key to the organisation's success. To overcome the fear of conflict, teams need to acknowledge that conflict is productive, establish common ground rules for engaging in conflict, and understand individual team members' natural conflict styles. Number 3, Lack of commitment. The lack of healthy conflict leads to the third dysfunction, a lack of commitment. Without having aired their opinions in open debate, team members rarely buy in and commit to decisions, though they may feign agreement during meetings. In a team suffering from lack of commitment, ambiguity prevails. Windows of opportunity close due to excessive analysis and unnecessary delay, and a lack of direction and clarity creates fear of failure and inability to learn from mistakes. And then employees wonder why they can't make decisions that stick. Commitment is clarity around decisions and moving forward with complete buy-in from team members even when there's uncertainty. It's not about consensus, but about making sure everyone's ideas are genuinely considered. To improve commitment, review key decisions at the end of team meetings to ensure everybody is aligned. Set clear deadlines for decisions and stick with them. Worst case scenario analysis to allay fears, and low risk exposure therapy to small failures. Number 4, avoidance of accountability. The fourth dysfunction is an avoidance of accountability. Without committing to a clear plan of action, even the most focused and driven individuals hesitate to call out their peers on actions and behaviours that may be counterproductive to the overall good of the team. In a team where accountability is avoided, team members miss deadlines and key deliverables. Mediocrity sets in. There's resentment among team members who have different standards of performance, and the team misses opportunities due to failure to meet obligations. Accountability in this context refers to the willingness of team members to call out their peers on performance or behaviours that might hurt the team. It's about having the difficult conversations rather than allowing people's problems to fester. To encourage accountability, publish team goals and standards, have regular progress reviews, and team rewards that emphasise collective success over individual performance. And number 5, inattention to results. The fifth and final dysfunction is inattention to results. This occurs when team members put their individual needs, such as ego, career development, or recognition, or even the needs of their departments, above the collective goals of the team. In a team with inattention to results, team members focus on anything but the intended results: status, ego, and department silos. The team loses achievement-orientated employees. Individuals work towards their own goals at the expense of the team. An unrelenting focus on specific objectives and clearly defined outcomes is a necessity for any team that judges itself on performance. To keep the focus on results, make sure results are clear and reward only those behaviours and actions that contribute to those results. Publicly declare desired results to create pressure and motivation. Ensure that rewards and recognition are tied directly to achieving the results. Help is on the way. In a retail store, the manager can address these dysfunctions by, number 1, building trust. Organise team building activities during staff meetings. Encourage employees to share personal stories or challenges that they faced in customer service. This vulnerability builds empathy and trust among team members. Number 2, embracing conflict. During inventory planning or sales strategy discussions, actively encourage differing opinions. Create a safe space for staff to debate ideas about product placement or promotional tactics without fear of retribution. Number 3, fostering commitment. After discussions, clearly outline decisions made about store layout changes or new customer service protocols. Ensure everyone understands their role in implementing these decisions, even if they initially disagreed. Number 4, encouraging accountability. Implement a peer feedback system where employees can continuously address issues with their colleagues, such as consistently leaving tasks unfinished for the next shift. Number 5, focusing on results. Set clear, measurable goals for the store, like increasing customer satisfaction scores or boosting sales of a particular product line. Regularly review these metrics as a team and celebrate collective achievement. By addressing these dysfunctions, the retail team can become more cohesive, efficient, and customer-focused, ultimately leading to an improved store performance and employee satisfaction. In conclusion, these 5 dysfunctions are interrelated, and addressing them requires time, commitment, and most importantly, courage. Overcoming these dysfunctions can lead to a cohesive team that trusts one another, engages in constructive conflict, commits to decisions, holds one another accountable, and focuses on achieving collective results. Such a team will have significant competitive advantage and be poised for success. I hope this has helped somewhat in your understanding of the 5 dysfunctions of a team and how to avoid them. If you can think of anything else, then you know how to find me. Send me a message on LinkedIn, X, or the retail101online.com website, and I can add these new insights to the list. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell wherever you get your podcast fix so you don't miss out on the excitement of our next episode drop. Cheers to the retail revolution.